Okay, so Nicki Minaj wants to be a Roc Nation girly. All right, I've never quite heard that one before, but let's dive real deep into this, right? So basically, Azalea Banks finally weighs in on the whole Megan Thee Stallion versus Nicki Minaj beef. And Azalea Banks's perspective is that the real issue between Nicki Minaj and Megan Thee Stallion is that Nicki Minaj is envious of Megan Thee Stallion because Megan Thee Stallion is signed to Roc Nation. Megan Thee Stallion is the only female that Jay-Z has co-signed over the years. Not the only female, but in a long time, basically the only female rapper in a long time that he has co-signed. And she basically explained that basically Nicki Minaj was always looking for that co-sign from Jay-Z because the way in which Jay-Z has strategically placed himself in the industry, the female rappers and a lot of other rappers looks for his approval or his cosign. And when Nicki Minaj hasn't gotten that over the years, you know, it kind of stemmed the jealousy, or it kind of fueled the jealousy that she had when Megan Thee Stallion did receive that cosign, right? Now, she goes into a lot more other things, and I'll dissect them as I go throughout this video, but I do want to share my thoughts and my opinions on things as I'm saying it. Now, do I think that Nicki Minaj wants to be a Roc Nation girly? I don't. I feel like she's quite happy where she is and the way in which things have panned out with Lil Wayne and being along with the trio Lil Wayne, her, and Drake. I think she has been quite happy dominating on that team. So I don't feel like she wants to be a Roc Nation girly. Now, does she perhaps want the approval of Jay-Z or whatever? I wouldn't quite say that she wants the approval of Jay-Z. What I would say is through watching Nicki Minaj and the things that I've seen from her over the years, it does look as if she does value a male's perspective on things. She does value men with strong voices and their opinions and what they think about certain things. I can put it that way. She does value that, or at least what I've seen from her. So what I've observed is that she may value the male perspective, especially when it's one that is of a high stature, right? Now, the next thing that she continued along to say was that Azalea Banks basically said that Nicki Minaj, the reason why she would love to be with Roc Nation isn't only to get the approval from Jay-Z, but to also get the protection that Roc Nation offers. Now, that little wham bam, thank you ma'am, that little sparkle that Azalea Banks did sprinkle into her explanation as to what she feels is feuding this battle between Megan Thee Stallion and Nicki Minaj did kind of sink in with me a little bit, because when people are over there by Roc Nation, they do get they get some protection where they aren't touched, right? And I do feel like it is a little bit unfair to see Nicki Minaj being the queen of rap and the queen of where she is and how she's worked so hard to get where she is, and have people constantly come for her neck, have people constantly come for her throat. So it would have been great to have the protection of a great empire behind you and not feel like you're doing this all by yourself. Because when, like Azalea Banks said, and another point that she did say that I do agree with, when these things do come up, right, these fights and stuff like that, the men around her who she values their opinion so much, they don't necessarily speak up a lot. They don't really come to her defense. Yes, they did show up for no frauds, but they showed up in a rappy kind of way. Like, Nicki Minaj should be one of those women who are feared, who are untouchable, like a Beyonce. Nobody's going to come in and try to attack a Beyonce, right? No one is coming in trying to attack a Rihanna. So no one should feel like they have the opportunity to attack a Nicki Minaj. Do you know what I'm saying? And I get it. Some is pop, some is rap, but I feel like Azalea had some points and she kind of had some misses. But